Okay, let's call the meeting to order. We're going to bring up House Bill 1796. I've asked, since Senator Hobson's going to handle the bill on the floor, I asked would he handle it in committee. Seeing no objection, and I'll be glad to answer any questions before we start if any member has a question. Not, Senator Hobson, you're recognized, and we appreciate you being here and doing this.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Mr. Pro Tem. This, of course, is the bill to put a new flag design before the people of Mississippi for the November 2020 election. Section 1 of the bill establishes the commission which will develop, design, and report to the governor and the legislature its recommendation for a new flag design by September 14, 2020. It will be placed on the ballot in a special statewide election provided for in Section 2 of the Act. The flag will not include the design of the Confederate battle flag, but shall include the words, "In God We Trust." There will be 9 members appointed to the commission. Those members, 3 of them will be appointed by the Speaker, 3 will be appointed by the Lieutenant Governor, and 3 will be appointed by the Governor, to include a representative from MEC, a representative from the Mississippi Arts Commission, and a representative from the Board of Trustees of the Department of Archives and History. All appointments shall be made no later than July the 15th, 2020. Section 2 is the section that deals with the statewide special election, and it does state that there will be an election held on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, where the people of the state will be allowed to vote yes on the new law or no if they do not like the new flag, if they do not like the new flag. If a majority of them choose no and vote no on this, then the commission shall reconvene to perform the functions described in Section 1 of the Act, and the commission will then make its recommendations to the legislature for another new design and present it to the governor and the legislature at the next regular session after the election. The new design for the state flag recommended by the commission shall be placed on the ballot in a statewide special election as set by the legislature in the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November of the year in which the commission presents its recommendations to the legislature. Everything else shall be conducted in the same manner of Section 1 in the establishment of the commission and how they'll perform their tasks. Section 3 of the bill, this is Section 3 and 4 are actually technical amendments to the existing voting statutes, and you'll see the language on lines 181 through 185 and lines 194 through 198. Those are to conform to this particular flag voting issue. Section 5 of the bill is the repealer of the current state flag section, code section, and then Section 6 deals with the prompt and dignified removal by the Department of Archives and History of the current Mississippi state flag that's described in Section 3-3-16, and the removal of the flag shall not take place later than 15 days from the effective date of this act. That's an explanation of the bill, Mr. Chairman.
Hey, any questions for any of the members? And no questions, I hear a motion. Motion is title sufficient, do pass. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Pass the committee. Be taken to the floor. Motion is rise and report. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed no. The ayes have it. Rise and report.